4 years ago, I was actually a preschool Montessori teacher. Although I love children, I felt like my creativity was suppressed and I wasn't completely happy doing my job. One night, I remember my mom came into my room and asked me if I would be happy doing this job for the rest of my life. If you want to explore other options and, do arts as a career, we totally support you as long as you're happy. And that meant a lot to me. That made me feel that it's okay for me to take that risk and change my career. So that night, I remember Googling makeup school in Vancouver, and I went on a tour the next day, and I fell in love. I quit my job and started school a week later.
I was excited and also very nervous at the beginning. I remember the first day of school, sitting there, and a lot of the girls in my class were younger. They're like 18, 19, fresh out of high school, and I was sitting there, age 28. I had my own career, I had my own classroom and everything. And I remember I was like, okay, Mimi, what are you doing? Are you doing the right thing? But as soon as I started doing makeup, I was just like, okay, like I feel a lot happier, and I feel like it almost opened up a side of my brain that I didn't know exists before. I did not know that I could be this creative. And that fear was good for me. I feel like fear means that I was leaving my comfort zone. And I did my first creative illusion makeup in year 2013, inspired by Cracked Mirror, and posted it on Instagram, and people loved it. They put it on Pinterest saying that it's Halloween inspiration, and it went all over the place, and that motivated me to keep exploring this style. And very grateful that people seem to really like this type of art, and it became kind of like a trend now that a lot of people, it inspires a lot of young artists and people in general to think out of the box and not to do the typical, to do something that's weirder or maybe different and not be afraid of it.
So I get actually a lot of my inspirations from my dreams. I've gone through sleep paralysis since I was little. I used to be very, very scared when I was young, and I thought that I was haunted. Your body is not awake, but your mind is awake. So you're trapped inside your sleeping body. And no matter how hard you try to move, you cannot move. And during that time, I actually hallucinate. I've seen people with holes in the face, people with sliced faces. I've seen spiders all over my room before. That's one of the reasons why when I first started doing creative makeup, I drew a lot of spiders. Now I know that when I'm hallucinating, I tell myself, okay, Mimi, it's not real. And when I wake up, I actually write down the things that I see. If I see anything interesting, and I'll try to do a makeup inspired by that. Surprisingly, when I do that, when I draw out my fears, I don't dream about those things anymore. I move on to other hallucinations. So I feel like makeup heals me.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.